Sargon, King of Akkad, by Ishtar's royal insignia was exalted, and he had no rival nor enemy. His glory was poured out all over the world. The sea of the east he crossed, and in the 11th year his hand subdued the country of the west in its full extent. He united them under one control. He set up his images in the west. Their booty he brought over at his word. He settled the sons of his palace for 5 biru, and over the hosts of the world he reigned supreme. Against Kagala he marched. He turned Kagala into mounds and ruins. He destroyed everything within it, leaving not even a bird's resting place. Afterward, in his old age, all the lands revolted against him. They besieged him at Akkad, and Sargon went forth to battle. He defeated all of them. He overthrew them, and all of their enemies were scattered and utterly destroyed. Afterward, he attacked the land of Sabartu in his might, and before his armies they bowed down. Sargon quelled that revolt and was victorious in battle. He overthrew them, and all of their armies were utterly destroyed. Their possessions he took and brought back to Akkad. The soil he removed from the trenches of Babylon, and boundaries of Akkad he made like those of Babylon. But because of the evil which he had committed, the great lord Marduk was angry, and he destroyed his people by famine. From the rising of the sun to the setting of the sun they rebelled against him, and gave him no rest. Naram-Sin, the son of Sargon, marched against the city of Apirak. There he built trenches, and his hand subdued Rish-Hadad, king of Apirak, and the governor of Apirak. He marched against Magan, and Manu-Danu, the king of Magan, his hand he subdued. Dungi, son of Ur-Engur, richly adorned the city of Eridu, which was on the shore of the sea. But he sought after evil, as well as Marduk's royal treasure in the temple of Esagila. And in Babylon he brought out the treasure as spoil. Bel was angry with him. Body and soul he brought him to an end. Here there is some broken text, but it appears as though Dungi is the last leader of the empire that emerges from within. At this point, the leaders from neighboring territories revolt and fight over the kingship of a once unified but now partially fragmented kingdom. This leads to the eventual downfall of the Akkadian Empire. The next king we see in the chronicle is of Elamite origin, but he has no son and appoints his trusted gardener Bel-ibni to take the throne after him. Naturally, the people rebel against this low-status appointee to the throne. However, Bel-ibni manages to regain power. The story continues. Irra-imitti, the king, set Bel-ibni the gardener upon his throne, so that the dynasty might not come to an end. The crown of his kingship he placed upon his head. Irra-imitti died in his place. Bel-ibni, who sat upon the throne, did not arise from royalty, but was established as king. While established as king, Hammurabi, king of Babylon, set his troops in motion. He marched against Naram-Sin, king of Ur. The cities of Ur and of Larsa at his hand he conquered, and he took their possessions unto Babylon. The rest of the tablet is rather fragmentary, but it is clear from here that the Akkadian Empire is now subject to the new Babylonian rulers. This era, of course, ushers in the great reforms of Hammurabi.